since we're on desktop audio now. Pay attention to the road, please. Don't need you be watching the stream. Yeah, it's okay if you want to listen, but don't watch it while driving. We don't want to be responsible for someone who you know, crashes their vehicle. Sorry, they only made 2 drawings. Do not worry about it. Make drawings as you want to. Do not worry about pushing them out or even like overexerting yourself, because it's very important to actually take breaks when it's needed. Like, you know, to just have a moment to take a break. You don't have to draw daily. Like, that's perfectly fine. And don't worry yourself over trying to, like, draw something for us. We don't want people to damage their hands just because they want to draw daily. Yes, we did check out Weird Birds. That was actually a really good, like, analog core. Not gonna lie. Like, it was actually so cool. It was very well designed. Of course, there's... What's the bird's name was Mikey, yeah. Yeah, Mikey was a cute little bird. But yeah, we did check out Weird Birds. It was good. We watched that while we were eating dinner. Yeah, rip Mikey. Yeah. Mikey was a cool bird, though. He may have been small, but he was the most epic bird. Rate it from 1 to 10. We're giving Weird Birds... Oh, we'll give Weird Birds like an 8 out of 10. Just because we wish it wasn't always just like a dark video with audio only. We wish there was more visuals going on during those moments. But outside of that, absolute good one. We can't deny how good the Weird Birds, like, analog core was. Yeah, we did check out part 2. The one with the other animals. Yeah. Well, it's not that scary. We just wish there was more visual stuff happening. There's not a lot that can actually genuinely scare us nowadays. It's usually like the cheap jump scares that still occasionally get us, but outside of that, we usually don't get scared. Rate part 2? What would we rate part 2? We would probably give it like we'd give it 7 out of 10. We like part 1 more. But that may be because of Mikey bias. We're not gonna lie. There may be a bit of Mikey bias going on. But yeah. Overall, we'd say Weird Birds was a good watch. We don't regret it. Also, we got a mod to where we can buy cotton fiber. We don't have to wait an hour for it to grow anymore. It didn't make us cry, but we did feel sad for it. I think we've had too much animal loss in our life already, that it doesn't hit us as hard but it's still sad, you know? So we've definitely been through hell and back when it comes down to that subject. With the random things I draw. Let's see. This is so good. That is really good. We do like the random things drawing. Some random goat came to your house. Well, hopefully it's not one of those weird goats, you know? Yeah, no, Weird Birds was a really good watch. We don't regret it. Honestly, glad that you pressured us to watch it a bit more, because we thought about it, but we were like, you know, maybe we'll get around to it. But yeah, no, it was a wonderful watch. Got a lot of stuff that we can sell. What do you call a door with no eyes? Oh, is it? That's deer. Oh, okay, okay. You have to realize just... a deer with no eyes. Let's see. A doctor. Yeah. We're gonna go sell some of this stuff. No idea is a good one though. That's a good play on words. It was a baby goat, so I took care of it until 200 came to get it. Yes, we do. Yeah, at least we think we do. It's mainly because it's a play on words for that. I'm just gonna go and sell some stuff. There we go. Honestly, can't wait until we can get the ship thing. What do you call a man without a body and a nose? Nobody knows. Hey. I think we've heard that one before on like one of the like random meme comps like a couple of years ago actually. That's why we kind of recognized it for what the play on words was on that one. Right, we need to look at what this requires. 10 glass? We should be able to make that. Yeah. We can't upgrade. We'll upgrade. There's dog puppies, their names are Louie and Dave. We're not sure on that one. Dog went out the house next door, and it took so long for him to come back because they some scary dogs, so I wasn't taking any chances. That makes sense. Right, we were making that. I need to forget. Speaking of not forgetting, we should probably go ahead and say this. Remember, stay hydrated and drink plenty of water, and we also need to go take our pills. Mother's name is what? Alright, we also need to do that. Okay, give us a second. There we go. Taken care of. Go ahead and do that. You have a boring day? On the New Year? Well, we usually have a pretty boring day for the New Year. It's at least usually mundane. There's not really much happening. But you know, after all these years, I think we would rather not have anything happen on the New Year. Just because we'd rather not deal with any type of family-related drama if we can. Because usually more towards the holidays, we don't want to be a part of it. Because that's usually when family drama happens. So we don't necessarily like the holidays as much. That's why last year we went to Canada for Christmas and New Year's. Or Xmas. We don't really celebrate for Christian reasons. Because we are non-religious. For the most part. We only follow our own religious beliefs. I think we can go to a moon now, since we have the oxygen pack. Yeah, free food is always nice. But yeah, that's why we want to get away from the house for end of last year. We didn't want to deal with any family drama again. And you know, whenever you have some family members outside of your main group that kinda don't like you, you know, you don't exactly want to always go each time. You're drawing call 2011X. We better go look at what this is. It does look pretty good. We do like that 2011X. We saw the skin, it looks really good. We haven't played DC2 since, but it is still really good. We should find a bigger deposit before we go mining any of this. Because we'd rather not be hunted down by the Urchius ghost right away if we can help it. Like, honestly, even like a large deposit of like Arceus liquid would be good. You haven't played PC2 in a while now? It's like, we'd like to see the new UI update. But, you know. Watch Archers. We may have actually seen that one before. I don't really know, though. We'll eventually take a look at it and see. Not down. Understood. Any tips for leveling up faster? Honestly, our tip for like PC2 leveling up faster stuff is just have fun with it. You'll level up before you know it. This is gonna be like our only tip for it though. There's not necessarily a faster way to approach it in our opinion, but there's probably some methods if you look it up. You go down. Concepts from what's the best? Man, it's been a bit. We won't be able to get proper rankings. Be fast. Get away from its health drain. PIO. I don't know what that means. I'd add some fuel. Go. Mr. Stitchy. No clue. Also, I think we may have just missed out on a mission objective somewhere, but I have to go take a look. Yeah, we missed out on the mission objective. That would explain. I have my own tip: play a game until your chance is high enough. Join a server with a lot of players. That's XP grinding, not fast, but a lot. Yeah, that's like that. That's definitely a tip, but you do also have to consider the monster chance limit at 12 now, which may have been reduced down to 8 again. We can't recall. Trying to recall. I think it was this planet that had the Apex Amphor and stuff. I think if we head left, we'll get to the Apex stuff, but if we head right, we should be able to get to foreign stuff first. this seems familiar, so that seems correct. Go ahead and start healing up. Well, rain day is a good tip. I mean, we would recommend it, like even with the new monster chance cap thing. It's still overall a good tip if you're just trying to level. But yeah, we never really personally tried to just level up, we just played for fun. We don't really find there be much of a point trying to do competitive play nowadays. But that's probably more or less just because we're past those days. It's like... if you were to look back at us, what do you call it? Like... maybe a solid, like, 7 or 8 years ago. We would be, like, at our prime whenever we were playing TF2. As that was one of our most played games back then. Tips for Tinky Winky main. Okay, that one we can actually provide some decent tips for if you're trying to play it. If you're trying to level it, there's not really much you can do. There's just play the game. There's not a lot of good choices for Tinky mains, but if you want to specifically try leveling up the most, your best tip is to, what do you call it? Always kill players with boulders every chance you get. Because you get boulder hit, boulder kill, and player kill XP. So overall, it's a really good choice if you go for it. But outside of that, just for general gameplay, the best tip is to just always put your custards like at corners that are more inconvenient for survivors to have to go to. And that usually works pretty well. That's why Baldi Schoolhouse is arguably one of the best maps for Tinky Winky. There's a foreign place, so we were correct on that note. Just gonna eat all these things. Okay. But yeah. That would definitely be one of our #1 recommendations as a Tinky main. In Tubby Land, climb up to the Tubby house and put one up the door and people will just get infected that way. That's all I know. That depends. You have to place on a certain place up there. And so that way it actually can still infect because it has a very low vertical height for how it can infect. So it's definitely a factor that you have to consider. Like, your horizontal range is decent. We're not gonna deny that, but your vertical range does kind of fall flat to some degree. So you have to put on, like, the side of, like, the roof of the door. But the thing is, if you place it in an inconvenient spot that can't be reached by players, you'll have one issue. players won't take the time to try to pick it up in that case. They'll just walk through it and then just leave. Which is limiting some of the potential that you're working with. So it is typically good to have it to where players can reach it, but it's really inconvenient to have to go do it. And that typically makes it where players spend more time trying to pick up the custard than spending time running away from that location afterwards. So that's typically like a good tip to follow, is have it to where players can still reach it, just so that way players will go out of their way to try to, like, clear the custard, but, you know, it will take more time to clear it. And that's really your goals right there. I think we're gonna have to go to another foreign planet if we want to get the rest of this. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely a recommendation for approaching it in the best way possible. Okay, we'll go to the smaller planet over here. Maybe. I think if we recall, the planet's not the best one to work with. That's our starting planet. We'll just go to the big one in that case. I don't want to go out of the solar system yet. But yeah, that's our tips for doing Stricken. That's why one of our favorite spots to place custards on mainland is right underneath the stairs, because players can't actually see underneath the stairs whenever they reach it. So you cut off their vision, which makes it occasionally to where it takes longer for them to pick it up, just because their vision's being cut off. That's why it's one of our favorite locations to go for. And of course, mainland is a really good map for Stricken, just because you can go on top of the house and chuck rocks at people. And they will never know where the rock came from. They will just be hit by it out of nowhere. That's what makes that map so good right there, is that you have a vantage point for rock throwing. Ooh, did we find a base? Looks like it. This may lead to a foreign hideout. Or not, it's just a random structure. But yeah. There's a lot of things that you can approach for that. But yeah, making it to where players have to go out of their way to do it is really good. Binary Moon Project. We have no clue what that is. There's a chest there. Another clear 4 threads. Not looking for a glitch area. Not yet. 2 hours long. I'll think about it. If it looks like it'll pique our interest, then we'll consider looking at it. So sad that stream was an hour late just because Windows had to update. Basically, another moon appeared in the sky, that's all. We'll think about it. Cause there's been good like projects with moon-related stuff, so we'll give it some thought. Like we said, we'll think about it. We'll watch like the first 10 minutes of it, and if it doesn't catch our attention within that time frame, then we'll probably stop. As our time throughout the day is usually pretty limited for what we can do, so... No, that doesn't sound half bad to have a rocket launcher. We'll take it. It's homing in the sense that it follows enemies, gotcha. Swamp area. why can they be harmed? Okay. Is this another, yeah, it looks like another glitch area. We're not looking for the glitch, though. We're looking for Florence. This map. Yeah, we are begging for some Florence stuff. We don't have to travel to another solar system just to have a chance at finding another one. Go home, now I can enjoy your stream. Well, thank you. You don't have to watch the stream, you know. There's probably better streamers out there. We need to heal up. I didn't realize. Another friendly foreign one that's the basic setup, so it's not gonna have any of the good stuff that would help. This is a different room since we haven't scanned everything in it. So maybe there's hope of seeing some of the stuff. One normal fandom. That sounds like another analog 4 starting. Just with that name alone. Ooh. So, it's an energy bomb. Let's just see what it is later. An energy bomb. Yeah, we're not sure what one normal fandom is right away. And we're kind of like frightened with that concept because fandoms usually are a bit wild. Is that a flamethrower? That's a sniper rifle. Damage output is quite significant, I'm not gonna deny it. It's a trend to use one normal night and show weird fandoms. We're not sure what one normal night is. That sounds familiar. FNAF, Poppy Playtime, Cookie Run, Kingdom Hall, and others. Wait, go back. One Normal Night is a song. Yeah, we've never heard of One Normal Night then. Well, we probably have, but we probably haven't listened to it more specifically. But, yeah. Don't think we personally ever listened to it before. Man, I just want a normal floor. Well, probably an aggressive foreign planet, for being honest. But yeah, I don't think we've ever personally listened to it. We feel like we've heard the name, but that's about it when it comes down to our knowledge on that. There we go. But yeah, I personally don't think we've listened to it before. Copper bomb. Seems pretty good. Also, 1 second. There. Just, had to do something. I hope for some free chicken from the sky occasionally. 15 pixels is still pretty good. Need to be able to train our aim a bit better. Empty. Oh wait, that's why it's empty. Okay, that explains. So there's only passive florins. Well, we still have a few more planets to search before we give up our expedition on this solar system. That is a big tree. Hostile florins. I don't think there's any more, but that's okay. Hostile florins is really good, so it means that we can actually scan some more stuff. There we go. Electric bass guitar. Or bass guitar. Not sure how you pronounce it actually. That's a flamethrower. That's really good. Welcome back. We do like a flamethrower. That's going to eat hot pot. Hot pot is really good. We had some hot pot while we were up in Canada. It's absolutely delicious. We'd like to have some hot pot again. That was one of the most yummy foods. Take it that there was a war in here that died to the enemies instead. Based off the XP on the ground and all that. We wish that we could have some hot pie again, though. That's not the thing, just stand in the spikes. We'll use a band-aid. Or bandage. It looks like there's a second one potentially down there. It's just further this way. She buys some scavenger stuff. It's okay. There's a chest. Refrigerator. Yeah, hot pot is really good. Yeah, it is. It's like still one of our favorite meals of all time, though. That currently still beats hot pot was whenever we ate poutine up there, because that was one of the best meals that we had. Oh, we made a bit of an oopsie there. It's okay, we got the skin. But yeah, it was a really good meal. One of the other things that we had was sausage wrapped with bacon. That was so good. Like, we had a lot of good meals while we were up there. Biscuits, like biscuits with chocolate. It's a bit of a taste. The taste is good. Hey. We should really invest in a grappling hook. I think we can buy it at the... what do you call it? At the gas station for some reason, because, you know, of course they sell grappling hooks. Why not, you know? Not sure. I just want to open the door. They do not sell it yet. We'll sell it soon. Because they don't sell it right now. I'm hungry, I buy a pack of biscuits. This is called astronaut biscuits. Hey, that's cool. It's always nice whenever there's like a really good name like associated with it. Astronaut biscuits sound really cool. We're not gonna lie. It's like, having a good food is one thing, but having a good name followed with it, that's where it matters right there. Is there anything else that we can make that would be more useful potentially? Or are we just going to be using this? Because that would be okay too. So make sure. Teleporter core. That's cool. We'll go ahead and do ceremonial hunting grounds. I never thought I'd see anyone play this game. Yeah. There's still a few people who play it. Hello, Zinri O'Cooks. That's why before my name was James. I mean, that makes sense. If you have a really good biscuit, that makes sense to have it as part of the name. Our name is very self-explanatory. We liked how it looked outside whenever it rained during the day, because it was a rare sighting to see it happen during the day. So, yeah, that's where we got our name. And it was from something as simple as that. And no one had the name yet, so we just took it. What are you doing down here? Silly little Florin. Hey. I'm trying to think of what the name would have been had we chosen like our favorite food at the time. Cause there's only really one option that we can think of that we would have chosen. And it's gonna sound really, really silly, actually. One of our like favorite snacks at the time would probably be like Jolly Rancher gummies. Those things. We would probably went with Lumi the Gummy Goo. That would have probably been the other name that we would have chosen. Had we gone with the candy. Our favorite candy of the time is still the Jolly Rancher gummies. We're not gonna lie, those things... Those are like crack to us. Hope that works. But yeah, we would probably went with Lumi the Gummy Goo. That would have probably been like our actual name had we gone with a snack. My favorite candy is chocolate soccer ball. This tiny version of a soccer ball is a wrapper. Has a pause outside chocolate. That sounds interesting. It's like, it's a shame that we're allergic to chocolate. So, we have to have like a weird fake chocolate if we're going to eat chocolate things. Yeah. So that's kind of, like a thing that is a bit of a shame. But we won't deny that we love our gummies more than chocolate, with like the fake chocolate that we have. See, we still have the stubbornness with our taste buds of that of a child. So we're very sensitive when it comes down to different foods. That would make more sense. I mean, whenever you're a child, your taste buds need to be more capable of handling different, like, flavors, so that way you can actually sustain yourself. Whereas whenever you're an adult, you kind of just eat out of necessity, and so you don't always have to care about what you eat. It's more or less that you're gonna have to eat eventually. And so your taste buds become less developed usually whenever you grow up a bit more. There's not like a lot of preservation instincts anymore, so there's no need for your body to keep trying to develop your taste buds after a while. But yeah, we've always been noted to be a very picky eater whenever it comes down to it, because we have a very, very sensitive stomach and very sensitive palate. Yeah, we could tell. Yeah, that's why, even though we're full on grown up, we can barely eat any type of vegetable. Sometimes some fruits are even hard to eat. What is it? You should make a profile section when there's fan art to show when there's end of screen live over the live just started. You should make a what type of profile section? Because we're trying to understand exactly what you mean for the concept that you're trying to tell us. I just want to get a better idea as to what you're talking about. From my concepts, what do you get to diamond? Probably Smiler. We would probably go for Smiler, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. Right, this is a draft room. I don't think there's anything else up here. Oh, we could be wrong. Honestly, it makes you think that they planned something, but it just didn't happen. Okay, we'll see what the drawing looks like to kind of give us a better idea. Because we've thought about like an end of stream screen, but in the end we kind of somewhat scrapped it because we wanted to just do it where ending stream and starting stream were just tied into each other. Because that was easier. What do I need 10 to be after? I mean, that would be interesting to see, like, what do you call it? Like an analog board. We'll definitely consider any concepts or suggestions for that kind of stuff. That was probably the best case scenario. Is it just me, or is the sun setting soon? Maybe it's just the weather changing a bit. Oh man, we don't want it to end stream. We also can't put off classes, so we have to actually hurry up and do this. It's okay, we're about to be at the boss fight. It's almost set. There we go. Clicking noises somewhere. Clicking's probably just some electrical noise somewhere. Sure. It's never led to anything bad before. It's coming from the attic. You'll probably be fine. Yeah, we wish you luck. We wish you luck. Thank you for the follow, Zenry O'Cooks. You're getting closer to the sounds. Best of luck. Yeah, go there to Radioactive Star. Let's see. Is there titanium on these planets? We're hoping there is. Something ran really fast to the other side. Could you identify it? Was it, how was it moving? Was it moving on two legs, or was it moving on, like, all fours? Or more legs, if there's more legs, you know? 10 legs. Man, that's a lot of legs. How big was it, you know? Maybe more. Wish we had the aquasphere. That made traveling down here so much easier. 2 times bigger than a normal bug. That does sound pretty spooky. That's a good question for how it would get in the house. The sun is gone. So a bug with 2 times the size with lots of legs. And the sun is gone. And moved really fast across the room. You may have seen an oversized centipede. It's not long enough to be a centipede, so... Trying to think of, like... something that would be that big and have that many legs. They get your leg. Go down because I couldn't see a thing. Yeah. I mean, with the sun being gone, yeah, that definitely make it a bit harder to see. There's what we're looking for. This place will provide everything we need. However, we do need to go sell some things. Let's see what they're doing. Where's the sun set faster? And now there's something in the attic. It has a lot of legs. It makes a loud clicking sound. There's some pretty spooky stuff you have on you. Check out the news. Okay, maybe the news has something on that. New post. Yeah, we'll go take a look at that in just a sec. Just check the news app really. I don't know what's going on. make you have to scan so much stuff for high waddle. I didn't recognize that those were platforms on the tortoise. Here, and go look at it and see what the concept is. You see, here's the big factor. Here's the big factor with that concept is that we would need to go grab the profile picture. But that becomes issues whenever there becomes more people that will potentially do it. Like right now, that wouldn't be a big issue to have. But later on, yeah, it would start becoming an issue because it's not likely that everyone is going to use, what do you call it, YouTube. So, we will have to go off of different things like, say, Twitter, Blue Sky, Discord, YouTube. Probably that would be about it. But yeah, that's the issue that would... Or just put their fake username. You see, there's... We like to credit people. We like to credit people. Because we respect artists and all that. Are you talking about just like the full username? Because we can try that, but it will be a tight fit for some. Because yours is a decently sized username, which is why we try to make it where it still always lead back to you regardless. But we can try to make it a little bit bigger on that. It'll make the text a little bit harder to read, but that should be fine. Alright, that's all the high waddle stuff. Hope you get good work or a good rest. Hey, we'll go start ending stream now. Due to the fact that it is getting to that time. And so need to go ahead and end it. We will go ahead and add the fan art and we will try to adjust the username thing. Like once we start ending stream. Let's go grab the current thing. We don't think it'll take that much work since it's more or less just adding the full thing and then scaling it down and trying to, what do you call it? Center it. So it shouldn't be that bad, but I think there's more of those things upstairs. It's like maybe one day we'll host like a website where everyone can post their fan art there. And so there's a way that we can potentially properly do a lot better for credits. Because that would be cool. But we're not sure how expensive it would be to host and run a domain like that. Especially if it's storing images. Your water's getting purple. Doesn't sound good. Gonna add that. And that should be it. Do that. And we'll go and start ending stream and we'll change the thing. And so there's guarantees it'll always lead back to the same person. Hope you get good rest. Thank you. Thank you. Took one sip and didn't feel good. We'll go and start ending stream now. To anyone watching the stream, thank you very much. We appreciate any and all attention that's given to the channels. And to anyone watching the VOD in the distant future, thank you very much. We hope that anyone that's still here has a very good night or a very good morning, depending on what time of day it is for you. And remember, stay hydrated and drink plenty of water. Until next stream, bye bye.